This is the College Gamers for September 19th, 2015. Hello, everybody. I am Mike.
And I'm Taft.
And this is the College Gamers, where we talk about the news you can use.
I guess if you're into video games, you can use it. But besides that, our information that we're giving is pretty much pointless.
Yeah. So, Taft, how was your week this week?
It's been a pretty uneventful week. It's been, I've been busy just, working with school. And, had a bunch of tests this week.
A bunch of tests.
A bunch of tests.
That
I think 4.
4 tests? Ew. I had 1.
Yeah, I had 4. And it was my first through 4th test that I've had the entire year, and they were all in 1 week.
That stinks. Yeah, I had a crazy week this week. Where do I start?
At the beginning?
Yes, I'm going to start with Monday. So, Monday, hey, we are on iTunes and Stitcher now, so that's
What's
exciting.
up?
Yes, that's awesome. I did all that Monday and heard back from them over the week, and that's really exciting. And so, yeah, so we're on iTunes, Stitcher. That's super awesome. Tuesday, I decided I think it was Wednesday. I called it Update Wednesday because I finally updated my phone to iOS 8.
Proud of you.
So guess what I've been playing?
Fallout Shelters?
Fallout Shelters. When it doesn't crash on me.
Yeah, I just stopped playing because I got to my final goal.
Oh man. And I also updated my laptop to Windows 10.
Really? How's that look?
It's been okay. The update itself went fine, but it's been kind of a driver shite storm right now.
Okay, yeah. I'm ready for it to come to Xbox already. Like, I want to see what it's going to be like on Xbox.
That's going to be interesting. I bet it's going to have the same tile interface. But they kind of have that already, right?
They do, yeah, but it'll probably be like a more updated, quicker version of it. Probably more refined.
I see. So also this week, I learned I had a biology test this week. So I had to study for that. And I have a differential equations test Monday. So, yeah, I've been very busy this week.
That sucks.
And
I hated biology. That was, like, if you like biology out there, I'm sorry, but it makes me want to blow my brains out. I hate it.
I'm not a big fan of biology either. But you know what? Good news today. I upgraded my internet.
Praise Jesus.
Like, I'm telling you, like, my children will sing songs of this day. It'll be known in history as the day I upgraded my internet.
And I'm so absolutely proud of you because you can finally download video games.
You
can get, guess what you can get?
What?
Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain.
I honestly think I'm going to get it after this podcast.
Do it. It's such a great game, even if it won't work right at my house, but still a great game.
I was watching someone play it over the week, and the parachute thing makes me laugh out loud. Like, I laughed out loud right before class started. It was super awkward.
Okay, yeah. Have you apparently, I just found this out this week. I have no clue how to do it yet, though, but you can make the horse poop on people. Yeah. I was listening to a podcast, and they were talking about how they're getting their horse to poop on passed out people. And I want to know how to do this. So if any of our viewers out there know how to do it, please email Mike or myself.
Oh, no, email the College Gamers at College Gamers Show.
Yeah,
I laughed too hard at that. I am 12 on the inside.
Can you just imagine, like, say like you're like the guard in that game or whatever, and you just get a tranquilizer dart to the face. Because that's typically what happens. And you wake up covered in horse poo.
Oh, that'd be great. Speaking of horse poo, do you want to cover the news?
What?
I don't know.
What kind of transition was that? I mean, I'd love to, but okay.
All right, it's news time. Breaking news. Oh, I don't know what that transition was.
That was horrible.
Yeah, so I got some Need for Speed news, and guess what? It's PC related.
Shocker there, Mike. Shocker there.
Guess what?
What?
It was delayed on PC.
Ha! Sucks to suck.
So the main reason they're saying why it was delayed is because they wanted to unlock the frame rate rather than keeping it at like 30 or 60.
Okay, that's respectable because a lot of like games are being capped at 60 frames per second on PC right now.
Yeah, and like really, if you want like a high end like gaming monitor, you're looking at like 144 frames. So if it's locked at 60, you can't really use like half your monitor.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, and I also got in other news for Need for Speed. There'll be no microtransactions, and there's no DLC in the works.
That is both nice and slightly disappointing, but I mean, I'm not super
Well,
worried
I mean,
about it.
I don't think the game's come out yet, has it?
No, it hasn't. No, but like it's nice that they're not gonna have any microtransactions. I'm so sick and tired of microtransactions.
Yeah, I don't want to pay $239 for a car.
You know, or $239 for like a paint job. Like it's stupid to do something like that.
You pay $60 for a game, you should get all the game. $70 even.
Yeah. Or I can understand like later them wanting to add in cars or whatever. So like if they're planning on not doing a DLC or just not planning a DLC, depending on what that is, it's kind of disappointing.
I see. So, what games right now have microtransactions?
Minecraft has a ton of them.
Minecraft, but like any serious? Not saying Minecraft isn't serious, but like
there are ones that are just like skins and stuff, and it's just aggravating.
so I'm guessing like Counter-Strike probably has.
Counter-Strike is almost nothing but microtransactions.
That's true. Team Fortress.
Yeah.
Well,
Pretty
like-
much any PC game, like any PC game that's competitive is nothing but microtransactions. Like
I see.
I have a friend, for anybody who out there who doesn't know like anything about Counter-Strike, because if you know one thing about Counter-Strike, it's how like the skins and stuff work. Is they just like I have a friend who recently I mentioned it in the very first podcast that we ever did about how he got a like $1,000 skin, something stupid, and lost it.
Yeah, I mean the only reason why they're that much is because of how rare they are, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's why they're that much, and they don't. Sometimes they start out that much, but like when I play, I have skins that are like I think the most expensive skin I have is $1. Like
I don't have any skins for anything.
now, see, I just like leveled up enough times where they're like, hey, here, have a box, and then I was like, but they give you a box but not a key, so
Yeah.
then you have to buy the key, and I had some spare change laying around on my Steam account, so I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a key and unlock it, and I got like $1 skin.
Yeah, Team Fortress is the same thing where you have like crates and you have to buy keys for them. So
Yeah, it's
way to go, Valve.
Yeah, that right there is kind of aggravating. Okay, and so on the topic of PC games, I guess
All right.
this one's both a PC and a PS4 version and PS game. I think you can guess which one I'm talking about.
No, not really.
Seriously, Mike,
No, I
you
really
love this game.
World of Warcraft? No. What's for both? There's a lot of things for both. Oh wait, no. Oh, I know it.
It's
I know
only
it.
on those two. Come
Rocket
on.
League.
There
Oh.
we go.
Holy cow! I just had like a stroke.
We need a video of this podcast one day because that was hilarious watching.
Yeah, I like pulled my hair out.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. So Rocket League is getting a new DLC, called The Revenge of Battle Cars.
I heard about that, but I haven't seen anything. What's it about?
It's a DLC based off of the like predecessor to Rocket League
Yeah.
called Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Powered Battle Cars.
Yeah, it's a wonder why I didn't really catch on.
Yeah, it was not very popular and very, very long name. That's a mouthful. But it's supposed to add new cars, wheels, rocket boosters, toppers, just a whole bunch of new aesthetics and stuff. And
Please tell me there is an arena where instead of soccer, you just destroy each other.
they haven't really let out much about the DLC.
Oh,
But if they don't do that, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
that sounds like a fun game. You already have like if you run into someone at a certain speed, they get destroyed.
Yeah, I feel like they should do like a version where that's all it is. Like you're destroyed, you're done.
Yeah. Well, not that you're done, but like if you die, the other team gets a point or something.
Or yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, and so going on with the topic of DLC, which was a lot of news this week, I'm gonna talk about Bloodborne.
Bloodborne. What is Bloodborne? I hear a lot about it.
You don't know what Bloodborne is?
I've kind of avoided it because
What?
I hear Bloodborne and I think Dragonborn. And it makes me think of Skyrim.
And then you go play Skyrim.
Then I gotta play Skyrim.
Yeah. Okay. Bloodborne is a game, kind of very, very similar to Dark Souls. It's by the same people. So
I see.
it's the like that punishing kind of aspect.
Kind of like emo gameplay.
Exactly. So they're releasing a new DLC. They just recently announced it. It's called what's it called? The Old Hunters. And it's set to release in November. But they were originally planning on doing 2 DLCs. But they're now now the Old Hunters is the only DLC that they're doing. They have not so much canceled the second one as they have merged it into the first one, which is the Old Hunters.
So now it's just going to be one big DLC.
Exactly.
I see.
Which I can enjoy because, I mean, you have to pay for it, you know?
Yeah, I got you.
So that'll be nice. But yeah, it adds like new bosses and areas and stuff like that. So I think that'll be really cool.
Is this like an old time like Knight's Shield Sword kind of game or?
No, it is more of like a Victorian London kind of. It's not so much like, you know how Dark Souls is like skeletons and other knights and things like that, and not so much monsters, but like just like or like medieval monsters kind
of.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
Where this one I haven't played it, but I've watched a decent bit of gameplay online just because I don't have a PlayStation 4.
Okay.
It's more of like Victorian monsters. Like from what I've seen, it's like zombie kind of type people. Like that's your main one that you run into.
Okay.
Werewolves. In fact, a werewolf's the first one that you run into, and just things like that. And you get some really cool weapons. There's this one weapon on there. It's called like I forget what it's called, but it looks like it's a saw blade, looks like a bone saw kind of thing, and you flip it out.
Yeah.
To where it looks like a straight razor.
That's cool.
And I'm really upset that they didn't call it a straight razor.
That's really
like because it looks exactly like a straight razor.
Really?
Yeah. It looks exactly like it, and they didn't call it that. They called it like a bone saw or something like that.
I gotcha.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, continuing DLCs, Assassin's Creed is getting a Jack the Ripper DLC.
So pumped for that. You know how big of an Assassin's Creed fan I am.
You know they had to do this. If they're doing something set in London, they had to do a Jack the Ripper.
I was wondering how they were going to do it, considering that Syndicate takes place 20 years ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, behind.
Yeah,
Jack
so
the
it like
Ripper.
takes place like 20 years after the events of the main game.
Yeah, which is going to be weird. So I guess you might be playing as the original people, but
probably. It says the player is joining forces with Frederick Adderline of the Scotland Yard.
Yeah, he's the.
So do we know who the characters are in this game yet?
You mean like the main characters?
Like the main characters, other than the assassins, of course.
No, I don't believe so. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
So we don't really know. Well, while Tats is typing away, oh gosh, I'm doing this on the wing. Let's see. The DLC will include some new missions, a whole Jack the Ripper campaign, some exclusive missions. Oh gosh. Let's see. It gives you an XP boost.
Come on, Mike. Seriously, you can do better than this. Like
I can't. I don't do well on the fly. I can juggle. Where are my chainsaws?
no, it doesn't look like they've released much information about who's going to be in it and stuff.
I see.
Just for those who are curious, that you can get the Jack the Ripper DLC in the season pass.
Oh, well, that's kind of a. If they exclude it from the season pass, then what's the point of the season pass?
Just like it's not like a pre-order bonus or anything like that, you know.
Oh, I see. I got you.
Yeah, and then you know some games and stuff, like we're gonna release like 3 games for three DLCs for our game in the season pass, and then we're gonna release like 3 more after that you have to pay for individually.
I see. Yeah, I don't like those. So speaking of releasing things, Fallout 4 is coming in the next few months, right?
Correct.
Well, we still don't know what the Fallout 4 system requirements are for like PC, of course. This is like very PC focused because Xbox, you don't have to worry about like system stuff.
No, we do not. That's why we rule.
But Bethesda was talking about how it would be irresponsible to give like inaccurate information about the game. So we don't know what type of graphic cards we're gonna have to use to see these beautiful graphics. Because oh my gosh, every picture I see of this game is just breathtaking.
Deathclaws look so intimidating in this game.
They do. No, I saw a picture of a Deathclaw the other day, like in a fog, and it made me want to run away.
There's fog in the game.
It was a green, like radioactive fog. It looked really creepy.
Oh, this game's gonna be creepy.
I'm gonna stay away from those.
I'm not. I'm gonna go hunt them. That is gonna be my goal for Fallout 4. I'm going to be the Deathclaw Slayer.
I really haven't had much interaction with Deathclaws.
I typically run away from them. That's why I'm vowing now in front of our audience that I'm going to slay 100 Deathclaws.
100 Deathclaws. You'll bring me the head of 100 Deathclaws.
Exactly.
Sounds like a World of Warcraft quest.
Oh yeah, that would be a terrible World of Warcraft quest. That
That
would take you forever, and you would die so often.
Well, there are quests for you to be like, slay 100 of these things, and
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah. Also, in other news, the PlayStation's 4 price is being dropped in Japan from like 39,000 yen. What do they use in Japan?
I want to say it's yen.
Yen? Like 39,000 to like 34,000 yen, which is about $41. But I guess the reason why they're dropping the price is because they're trying to kind of squeeze their way into that market.
Which is really awesome because in like most countries besides like United States, like in Japan and Australia and other places like that, video games are so horribly expensive. Like not only just like the consoles, but the video games themselves.
Oh my gosh, in Australia, $100-something to pre-order Fallout 4. I think it was Fallout 4.
It's stupid how
It's-
expensive some of this stuff is.
It's crazy. And of course, Australia already has like crazy restrictions on video games.
This is old news, but Fallout 4 actually has not been like censored whatsoever in Australia, which is a big deal because they censor everything.
I also heard that in Germany, it's like extra gory.
I need to get the German title.
Yeah, I read actually it was like the last week or something. In Germany, they're getting like an uncensored version of Fallout 4 where it's like extra gore.
Why would they not give that to America?
You know,
We're America. That's our thing.
I don't think this is the first game to get that treatment in Germany. Like, I think over there, it's a cultural thing, I think.
Maybe. Okay, well, I got some news before Mike cuts me out again.
All right.
So, everybody knows how we love Star Wars on this podcast.
Star Wars.
Love it.
Star Wars.
And, so, they have just released the details for the Battlefront heroes, like how you can play them and stuff like that.
Ooh, exciting news.
And, unlike in previous games where, like, the hero was either given randomly or was given to, like, the best player at the
Like
time.
an MVP or something.
Yeah. Instead of that, it is now an item that you pick up.
Does it randomly drop from kills?
I think it's somewhere on the map,
Oh, it's
and you
someone-
find it. I think it might be random. I don't know because
That's
the
interesting.
article I read about it didn't say it's randomly somewhere on the map. It just said somewhere on the map.
Well, now I know where I'm going to go camp. I'm going to go watch the enemy team's hero like spawn thing, and when they come over, I'm going to blast them in the face.
Yeah, and so they talked about that, and they talked about how to like kind of like I guess like nerf the hero so that they're not running around just wrecking shop constantly. They have made it to where like in previous games, the hero is constantly losing health. Like
Yeah.
from the beginning, he's already losing health. Like
Well, that's how they did it in Battlefront 2, right?
yeah, that's how they
like
did it.
you had to kill things to gain a little bit of health.
Actually, in Battlefront 2, you couldn't, if you killed things, you had pretty much a set time.
Well,
You might slow it down a little bit,
I think
but
you might have slowed it down.
whereas in this one, theoretically, you could actually play as a hero for the entire game if you're that good. It's very, very improbable that you'll be able to do it, but you could do it.
Man, I'm gonna run into some people who are just gonna be at the entire game and they're just gonna like slaughter me.
I'm sure eventually we'll run into some people like that. So yeah, they say that their goal is to keep the player being a hero for about 2 minutes, but it's still possible to play for longer. And they talked about how they used Luke in the example.
Yeah.
The way that the character moves and stuff like that is very like accurate to the way that they used Luke for the example, and the character moves like very accurate to like the way the character would move in the movies. Like instead of like them like having like a constant like base moving, like they all run the same or something like that,
Yeah.
or like they all jump the same.
They're all kind of unique. They all move uniquely.
Exactly, like Vader's probably like they didn't talk about Vader, but it can be assumed that Vader's gonna like walk slower, I guess, because he's.
Well, I don't think they can make one hero move faster than the other because that would give one a disadvantage.
But if say like Vader has a stronger attack,
Oh, I see.
because he's stronger in the Force or whatever. Then
I see.
so,
But when, one more point. Wouldn't you want the faster, more agile hero so that you can kill more enemies?
maybe, but you might also want the slower, stronger one. That way you can kill them from farther away.
Oh, or counter the enemy hero. I see. All right.
Exactly. So I mean, each one would have its points. It's just like any class in a like say like why would anybody play as the heavy in Team Fortress when they can play as the scout?
Because he's awesome and he's Russian. That's why.
Okay, but say he didn't talk,
Oh, he'd just be the sandwich eating man.
which would be still really awesome.
That'd be one meme gone forever.
But yeah, so they said like Luke's jump animation is is very similar to like any other jump animation, but it's higher because it's augmented by the Force, and just
I see.
really cool stuff like that I find interesting because I'm a nerd.
I see.
And here's my big news for the Star Wars.
Okay.
Can I get a drum roll, Mike?
Okay. I don't want a drum.
Okay,
Microphone.
whatever. Star Wars Battlefront is getting an open beta.
Yes, I was just about to jump to this. And you know what's awesome?
What?
It's offline and online.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Split screens. Oh.
Wonderful.
That is so. They just made every fan happy with that.
Oh, I'm so pumped.
Split screen co-op play.
Oh,
Offline.
it's gonna be so great.
That's gonna be amazing.
When that comes out, I'm not going to school. Alex probably not. Alex probably going to school, but like my other Star Wars nerd friends are probably not going to school.
Just have a big old LAN party somewhere.
Exactly.
We can all have a LAN party on my new internet.
I have an Xbox, Mike.
Well, that's your fault, not mine. I'll invite all your friends over to my house and you can watch.
They have Xboxes too.
Oh well, I can watch. The mullet. This is sad now. This backfired completely.
I made myself sad.
Well, Taft, do you ever get thirsty when you play Star Wars?
I know exactly where this is going,
And
Mike.
do you ever get thirsty and be like, man, I don't want to walk all the way to my kitchen?
If only I had a mini fridge in my gaming room.
Well, you can, Taft. For $129, you can get the deluxe edition of Star Wars Battlefronts with a mini fridge that has Han Solo on the front.
Honestly, I would probably pay that much just for that fridge.
Yeah, so it's a shame I already have one because I would love to get this.
Yeah, that'd be so tight.
Like it has a little Han Solo frozen carbonite on the front. You can kind of high five them to open it up. I don't know.
That'd be tight.
It's like it only holds like 6 cans though. It's actually kind of small.
Really?
Yeah,
That's lame.
but like you can put it on your desk or something and be like, I'm thirsty. I'm gonna crack it open, get myself a little Star Wars themed drink.
Yeah, I guess. The
Force Awakens soda flavor. No, maybe.
Mike, I'm gonna kick you off your own podcast if you make a joke like that again.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Okay, so in other news,
All right.
I got 2 small things real quick. Rainbow Six Siege. You know how pumped I am for that game.
Yes, I'm still waiting for Rainbow 7, but it won't come out anytime soon.
Probably not. Mike, you know what? If I ever become a game developer, which I probably won't be, but if I ever do, I will make you a Rainbow 7.
I want a Rainbow 7 where I can ride a unicorn. Oh, Taff, speaking of unicorns,
Okay.
I was playing freaking Witcher 3 and I found out what the unicorn innuendo thing was about.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what was the, I imagine like this tiny stuffed unicorn and I walk into
Nope.
Yin's room and it's like a full size stuffed unicorn.
Yeah, because they killed one and stuffed it.
Yeah, and anyway, back to your,
But yeah, let's keep it PG. Come on, Mike.
back to your thing.
So Rainbow Six, they just recently announced this week that it is going to have 11 maps at the start.
That's a good size amount of maps.
Yes and no at the same time, because they're showing so much of the game before they even release it, so like nothing's going to be really new.
Oh, that kind of stinks.
Yeah, like nothing's going to be like, oh, what is this? Oh, what is that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind a few spoilers. Fallout 4 is kind of the other extreme, I would say, because they're showing nothing at all.
Which kind of makes me want the game more.
Yeah, I kind of like that, but at the same time, they're showing enough. They're showing pictures of it. That's that's nice.
Yeah, that's enough. Keeps you interested. Lets you see how the graphics are. Lets you see some guns and stuff.
Exactly. Like I like Battlefield. Battlefront's kind of in the middle, I think. Star Wars.
Yeah, I think they're at a good medium.
They are.
But yeah.
I'm also kind of anyway. What were you saying?
Yeah, we're only slightly biased. There's 11 maps at the start, all playable at night. or day, like in a night or day mode. So
That's
I think
cool.
that'll be really cool to see like the contrast between like trying to like save a hostage at night versus during the day.
Are these like PvP maps or are these story maps?
PvP.
Okay.
But I'm sure they're gonna be in the story. They're gonna be in the story too. I'm sure.
I'm sure they're gonna be like themed off of levels in the story.
I feel like, with like the trend that's going, they haven't really talked much about the story or anything like that. I feel like what they're gonna do with the trend nowadays is it's gonna be like the multiplayer story.
Well, that's where apparently according to Star Wars Battlefronts, that's where everyone goes.
But nobody, like, I've never heard anybody be like, I love the fact that they do this. Have you?
About what? Just having
the fact that they like make the story mode multiplayer, like it's the multiplayer but with a slight story behind it,
Well, I'm a single player kind of guy. Like I like a good story. I don't really play multiplayer too much.
Exactly. Have you ever heard anybody say like I enjoy that they do this?
Just multiplayer?
Yeah.
Not really, no. But I mean, I can think of a few people who downloaded like the new Call of Duty, but only in the multiplayer.
Yeah, but it's nice to have that option, because those people that only play say they only play the multiplayer, probably have touched the story and have probably beat it.
Yeah, but like when I get my butt handed to me on multiplayer, I want to go kill people in story mode on easy, to fix my self-esteem.
Yeah, raise that ego some.
Exactly.
But so yeah, that'll be really cool. And all the maps are destructible. Probably not completely destructible. Like you can bring a house down, but like if you like during the E3 trailers and stuff like that, you saw them like blowing a hole in a wall, or shooting through a wall, which is going to be really fun.
Did you ever play the game? I think it was Brick or something. Oh, it was this game where like the main premise of the game was that you could, if you wanted to, shoot a wall out like brick by brick.
Really?
So I would like get a sniper rifle. I go to a house at the end of the map, shoot 2 or 3 bricks out, and just like sit there and watch the map. I think it was called like Breaking Point or something. It's really old. It was actually kind of a dumb game.
Yeah.
But it was a pretty cool premise.
That sounds interesting, yeah. But going along with the rest of apparently the theme of this episode, which is DLC, all the post-release maps that will be DLC are 100% free.
And that's the way they should go.
Exactly. Evolve set a good principle. It really did. It may have not been the best game, but they set a good principle.
I never really saw anything about Evolve, but today I watched the trailer because I upgraded my internet so I can buy games on Steam now, and that game actually looks super cool.
It looks like it's cool, but I've heard it's not very good in practice.
Really?
Like practically, it's not very good, but it looks really cool. It's got like a really cool idea behind it.
It does have a really cool idea. I want to chase after, dinosaurs with a spear, and then if I run out of spears, pull out my shotgun.
Think we're thinking of a different game.
Wait, Evolve Combat, no, what?
You're thinking of Combat Evolve, which is Halo.
No, I'm not thinking of Combat. What am I thinking of? Steam, come to my rescue.
Are you talking about...
Are
you talking about the one with the
No, it's dinosaurs.
Horizon or something?
No,
Ark. You're thinking of Ark.
Ark. What? Silly, Mike.
That's Survival Evolved.
Okay. I was close.
Yeah.
Gosh.
No. Evolve is the one that's like the monster versus the 4 people.
Oh, yes. That game looks pretty cool.
Yeah. But on the topic of Ark, apparently Ark is eventually going to come to Xbox. Like
really?
consoles and stuff. Not yet. It's still on Steam. It's still even in early access.
Is it?
Yeah.
I have it right here. I'll check. But yeah, it looks super cool.
Yeah, it does. I watched some people on YouTube play it. Okay, and then my other small bit, because that turned into a bigger bit than I thought it was going to be.
All right.
Excuse me. You remember For Honor? That game made by Ubisoft with the knight, the Viking, and the samurai?
No, but it sounds familiar.
You don't remember that from E3?
No, actually, yeah, I do, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because that was one that I talked about a lot, and I've talked to you a ton about.
All right.
They just released a new trailer, and it's focuses on the samurai class called the Uni.
Uni.
Yeah, Uni for is like it's like a demon. It's like a Japanese demon or something like that.
I see. Okay.
The character's described as quick and lethal.
Well, as a samurai should be.
And
no, wait.
Inspiring fear in his enemies.
Hold up. Ninjas are quick and lethal. Samurais are the slower.
No, that is. as a person who is very interested in stuff like this,
Oh,
that
here we
is
go.
so-
Here
yeah,
we go.
I'm going to warn you right now. It's a rant. Skip ahead like a minute or so.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a rant of his.
But the the ninja are yes, they're quick, but they were not very well trained. They were actually just like farmers and stuff that just
Yeah.
grabbed their tools that they used in the field. But samurai were incredibly fast. The katana was meant to be able to draw quickly. The ninjato, which is the ninja sword, it was actually just a shortened version of the katana, which allowed it to be drawn faster. But so the samurai are actually very quick. Their matches were typically they're one-on-one duels, where I guess you could give it an average run time of about 30 seconds before one of them or both of them were dead or dying.
Wow, that's
Because it was pretty much them drawing on each other, and that was it.
all right. Well, back to what we were talking
Back
about.
to For Honor, back in the samurai. So it showed some of the fighting and stuff. It was mostly cinematic trailer and made the samurai look awesome.
Yeah.
But it showed a little bit of the actual fighting, and he seems quicker than the rest. And so that'll be really cool. But I think he has a weaker armor. It's made of wood and leather.
He has made of wood?
And leather.
That's kind of weird. I'm kind of picturing a biker or wooden guy.
Yeah, it's a little weird. It looks like normal samurai armor, which they did make samurai armor out of wood at the very beginning. But
Yeah.
so there are going to be multiple classes for each what would you call that? What's that word I'm thinking of?
Class?
No,
No.
multiple classes for each.
Oh, for each type character.
I guess team you could say the
I see.
knight versus the Viking. Yeah, so the Oni is just going to be one of the samurai classes.
Mm.
So that'll probably be the faster class, which is going to be really cool.
I see. Well, speaking of leather, bikers, Rebel Galaxy is being described as bikers in space. So Taff, have you heard about Rebel Galaxy?
Approximately 10 seconds ago.
Oh, well, it's, they call it a swashbuckling space opera where players can be a rogue, a hero, a merchant, a privateer, an explorer, where you can fight, explore, scavenge, mine, make friends, blah, 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 all sorts of, it's essentially another space sim because, they're quite popular right now.
Yeah, especially because everybody's so pumped for No Man's Sky.
But this one looks like a lot of fun. It doesn't look anything too special in my opinion. It looks decent. But when you watch the trailer, they play this cowboy music in the background and it makes me just think Firefly.
You would go to Firefly though.
It looks like such an awesome game. You start out with a small ship and you can slowly upgrade over time to this just ginormous spaceship from Destructo or something. But it looks really awesome. But again, it doesn't look anything too special. I just wanted to bring it up because I like space games. I like flying spaceships. And what type of space game I want?
What?
I want a space game where I can fire just a buttload of missiles at someone.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Just
Yeah.
lock on a really tiny ship that you're 7 times bigger and just unload just 40 rockets right onto them and see a nuclear explosion.
Oh, it'd be such a fun game if Halo made, the RTS Halo Wars?
Yeah.
They need to make a space version.
Oh, that would be pretty cool.
Cause they have different types of Covenant ships. They have different type of,
UNSC.
UNSC ships. They have frigates. They have, they can use MAC gun stuff.
That'd be really cool, yeah.
And they have if you ever read the books, I've read the Halo books. That's my nerd level right there. They have silos of missiles. That would be just so cool.
That would be really cool. On the topic of Halo, unless you're not done.
Oh, actually, I have one cool thing I want to tell you.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
This is a space game I watched a trailer for. It's something that's going to be a lot of fun. I saw a game. Oh gosh, I forget the name.
Seriously, after that build up right there.
But it's a first person spaceship control game.
Really?
So the trailer starts out, you're the commander and you wake up in your cabin and you wake up, you look around and an alarm starts going off. So you it opens the door to your cabin, and like 2 of your crew members run by, and like there's red alarms going off. So you're running down the hallway. You look out the window, and just as you look out the window, these 2 huge spaceships like warp in next to yours, and just like missiles and lasers just firing on you. And like
Awesome.
And like, no, it's like super sweet. And then you make your way to the bridge, which is like all glass around.
What?
So and like, there are these ships around you. So you're watching this space battle happening around you, and you like command your ship on where to go and stuff. It looks so sweet.
That does sound really cool.
Gosh, okay, here, you move on to the next thing, and I'm going to go find a name for it.
Okay. So, just real quick thing on Halo 5. As Mike's looking this up, I'm going to talk to him because he can multitask because he's cool like that.
Actually, I'd be careful with that. I don't multitask too well.
Okay, well, we're going to try to get you to multitask here, Mike.
All right.
Did you see the new gameplay for it?
For what?
Halo 5.
Oh, gosh. No, I haven't. How's it look?
If you
Why does that look?
Oh my god, dude, it looks so good. Like I'm a Halo fan. I'm not like a Halo super fan or anything like that.
All right.
But it looks amazing. The graphics are so good. That's one thing I really have to give it to 343 Industry. Is it 343 or 434?
I think it's 343.
That's what I was thinking it is. But
I remember that because I had a math problem involving that number.
Because for some reason I was questioning myself. I don't know. But
you had the right numbers.
Yeah. But that's one thing that 343 did really well. Like after they took it from Bungie, the graphics, like Halo 4 looks amazing. Like and like just the design elements that they chose look really good.
Halo's always had a great looking world.
It has, and I feel like 343 just really expanded on it, and made it look better. But also it showed Fireteam Osiris.
Yeah.
Which is obviously not Master Chief's Blue Team or whatever it's called.
No, it's the one with Kanye West.
It's not Kanye West.
Kanye.
It's the one with Spartan Locke.
Kanye hates the cover, and like Kanye loves Kanye.
Yeah, and Nathan Fillion's character Buck.
I really hope there's a love tension between him and Kanye.
There, kind of like there's a love tension between like everybody on that team because they're like a new team getting to know each other.
Oh yeah.
But it showed like a mission with them, and it showed a lot of dialogue between them, and I think it's gonna be really interesting to watch how those guys interact, like that team as a whole.
Well, they're probably gonna have a lot of story around them just to kind of evolve the characters for the players.
Exactly, and I think it's gonna be really interesting. I'm really hyped up about this game. Like I was talking to one of my friends yesterday who just recently got an Xbox, has only ever played Halo 3 and Halo 4.
The good ones.
Yeah. Except for Halo 1's the best.
Halo 1 is the best.
But,
the original Halo 1.
Yeah.
Old school.
What's up? But he said he's talking about how pumped he is. So I think that they're going to do really well. Like 4 might have been a flop for some people. I thought it was good.
It was a good one.
It just took a while. It was kind of hard to beat, like you had to push through it.
Not really.
In my opinion.
For me, I really enjoyed the story.
Seriously, like at the very beginning of it was kind of tough for me. As you got farther into the story, I got more and more drawn into it.
Yeah, I read the Reach book before playing the game.
Not Reach, 4.
4 was 4. We're talking about. No, I can't reach as 4 because I ignore Halo 4.
No, I was about to say, what are you talking about?
Never mind. I hate Halo 4. Halo 4
Halo 4 is a fun one, but
piece of shite.
Halo Reach. Halo 4 is the best one. Not Halo 4. Halo Reach is the best one.
Oh, Halo Reach is awesome.
I
said, I read the book.
Yeah, but like I was saying, what was I saying?
Oh, good gameplay.
Oh yeah, how my friend was sitting there and talking about how he's even pumped for Halo 5, which is I think says a lot because like he's not a Halo fan whatsoever really. So
yeah. By the way, the name of the game I was talking about earlier, Flagship. It's called Flagship.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, and speaking of ships, World of Warship launches this week. Launched this week.
Oh, is that like a World of Warcraft but with ships?
No, have you ever heard of like World of Tanks?
Okay.
Same people.
Okay.
Same people. And this game looks pretty cool.
Really?
I'm probably not gonna play it because I got enough things on my plate right now. But this looks pretty sweet because the game, like what ship you choose to play as, kind of affects how the game will affect you.
Yeah.
So like, if you get like a big old like battleship or something, you're gonna be spending a lot of time far off, just kind of like using your big old turrets compared to like a destroyer who will probably have to get closer.
Yeah.
But people who play as like an aircraft carrier will be playing the game more as an RTS. because they're going to be commanding their, ships flying everywhere.
That's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, and apparently the graphics look pretty cool, and the trailer looks really awesome.
That's
But
interesting.
yeah, it looked like a pretty cool game.
I wasn't a huge fan of World of Tanks though.
Did you play it?
I played like a couple matches or whatever, and I just wasn't.
I think it's for the history people.
I'm a history buff. I just didn't think it was that great.
I don't know. But you know what? I watched another trailer this week for the next like Train Simulator 2016.
What?
It was this okay for train people. I'm sure you loved it. Like it showed like a classic train engine just like sitting there, like some I don't know, some old not like steam powered, but like a modern classic one. It is kind of sitting there waiting for a light to turn green from red in like a snowy blizzard. Apparently the theme for this one's gonna be like extreme weather. It's a train simulator. I don't know.
I have no words.
I don't know. They have. Speaking of simulators, Taft, have you ever played the Truck Simulator?
Nope, but I've seen people play Goat Simulator.
Oh, I missed out on Goat Simulator. I just didn't have the money to buy it.
It looks I didn't get it either, but it looked like just one of those like really goofy games, and then like they turned it into a zombie goat. Like
Yeah, but it kind of passed, huh? Like it was kind of a big flash in the pan, and then it was over.
yeah, it was one of those real quick ones.
All right, well that's all the news I have this week. We're kind of running long.
Yeah, we had a lot of good stuff this week.
Yeah, a lot of DLCs, but it was pretty good. You want to move on to what are we playing and such?
Yeah, I'll say the other thing I had for next week is no big deal.
What'd you have? You can.
It was on Attack on Titan is getting a video game.
That was only a matter of time.
Yeah, they actually had like a couple like people on Steam like make like fan made games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not very well made, some of them. Other ones decently well made, but
I wonder how they're gonna do the what do they call it? The cable mechanism.
the maneuverability.
Yeah,
suit
I've
or
only
whatever.
watched like 2 episodes. It's
Yeah.
really gruesome. It's very gruesome.
But it's a really good show. It really is.
Is
I'm not an anime fan, but I really like that show.
yeah.
It's gonna take place in like the first season of the show. So if you like watch the first season, you'll know what's
Yeah.
going on. Or at least that's what it looks like because they have released like very little information.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna be made in collaboration with the people who made Destiny Warriors or Dynasty Warriors.
Okay.
So I think you could probably assume with that it's gonna have a pretty similar feel. You know, in Dynasty. Did you ever play Dynasty Warriors?
I did not.
Okay, well in Dynasty Warriors you have like points A, B, C, D, and just like very specific points that you're trying to go to and capture, and then like the main enemy base or whatever.
Okay.
I feel like in this one you're probably gonna have like you're more so on the defense than you are on the offense.
I see.
So you're gonna instead of trying to capture, you're gonna try to defend points A, B, C, and D.
Oh, from the giant Titans.
From the Titans, yeah.
I see.
And it showed like Aaron Yeager and stuff like that going
Yeah.
around in the mobile stuff, like
Mhm.
the mobility suit.
I really hope they're gonna be able to like if it's an open world game where I can just like sling around places.
The movement in it looks really looks crisp. Like it doesn't
Smooth.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you're like jolting around. Like you look like you're jolting around like you would be in one of those suits, but like
but it
not-
doesn't look glitchy.
exactly.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's an important. That's something you would have to get down for a game like that.
And it showed like them like trying to like cut the Titans and stuff like that, but the only place it really ever did any damage was on the back of the neck, which is accurate.
I see.
But I can't wait to see what they do with like spoiler alert real quick for Attack on Titan. Skip ahead.
Every episode, Taff, you gotta spoil something.
Skip ahead like 30 seconds. This is just because it's talking about the game. I really can't wait to see what they do when like players can play as Titans and stuff. Like Aaron, you know how if you didn't know this, but I'm gonna spoil it for you anyway.
Another spoiler.
Aaron turns into a Titan.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
Watch the show and you'll understand.
All right.
But
all right.
so I can't wait to see what they do with that. That's gonna be really cool.
That's gonna be cool. All right, now we're gonna move on to playing stuff. Here we go. What you playing? Taft, I have had no time to play anything this week.
Like I said, dude, I've been busy with school and stuff. I've had very little time, but I played a little bit of Metal Gear, just enough to aggravate me.
You know what? Yesterday though, Fridays I get done in the morning. So you know what I did? Regrettably, you know what I did all day? I played Witcher 3.
That does not sound regrettable
It
whatsoever.
sounds all day. And you know what? I went to Skellige?
Scalia.
Skellige?
Scaliag or something like that.
Skellige? You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. and I love it.
It's one of my favorite places. But dude, walking around there for the first time, I was like, I'm gonna go through the forest. I'm high level for where I'm at.
No,
I got destroyed by the first thing I saw.
dude, there I was like walking. I was like, "What's in the forest? It's so pretty." Oh my gosh, it's level 26.
Yeah, like it was like walking through the forest in Skellige is. That's it, Skellige.
Yeah,
That's it. I got
There
it.
you go.
Just
Came out
didn't-
naturally.
I should have just not thought about it.
But dude, I love maps and terrains that are like icy and snowy, like mountains. I love those type of games.
Really, I like foresty ones.
Foresty. I love like a good like mountain to
Yeah,
climb. Like, I love those type of games.
yeah. But and so you must love Skellige.
I love it.
Skellige is awesome. I love it.
I don't want to leave, but I just want to like level up so I can live there.
Have you like started like going like from island to island like on boat?
I have not yet.
That is tedious.
Is it?
Yeah, because you run into so many like sirens and stuff along the way.
Can they attack you on the boat?
Yeah.
Oh,
In fact, they can destroy your boat. So what I do is when they start attacking me, I just like dive off my boat
Yeah.
and get in the water and shoot them with my crossbow.
I got you. But yeah, dude, I played so much Witcher. So it's such a good game.
It's a
And
great
now
game.
that I upgraded my Wi-Fi, I want to get freaking Metal Gear.
You got to, dude.
I
You
wanna
have got
get
to
it.
get it.
I don't know if I can get it today though, because I have a test to study for Monday, and who put the test Monday? And so like I don't want to get it and like download it tonight and have it there like teasing me. It's gonna break me down, man. I can't do that to myself.
I'm gonna be the devil on your shoulder.
Okay,
Do it.
I will.
Get it.
Yes.
That was easy. Where was the easy button when you need one?
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I've been playing. Windows 10. I can't play any of my games on my laptop because of Windows 10. Like all my Blizzard games, like it crashes when it opens.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
so-
Just doesn't. It hasn't been like optimized for Windows
No,
10 yet?
other people have been able to play it on Windows 10, but like I said, I think I have a Lenovo G50, and I think that laptop it was like optimized for 8.1. So I'm probably gonna end up restoring it back to 8.1 just because I had everything set up the way I liked it.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, it wasn't so glitchy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what have you been playing?
I've played a little bit of Metal Gear. I would say I got farther than I was last week, but quite the opposite has happened. I have gone back like 5 missions. Yeah. Okay, so apparently the game won't save at my house.
That's weird. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
And now see when I do that, you guess what it does?
What?
It reverts back to where
I suggest not turning it off and on again.
yeah, I can't play other games. Like I just leave it going. And so I hope it like you know on the Xbox One you can like play a game and turn it off, like stop mid battle or whatever and pause
Yeah.
it and like leave for like 4 days or and come back and it's still in the same
It,
exact
like,
spot.
goes into like sleep mode or something.
Yeah.
Hibernates.
Yeah. So I just do that. So I'm still behind from where I went from 8%, which is a decent bit in this game for only playing it for like 2 days,
Yeah.
and then picking it back up after I brought it to Griffin's house. And played it at her house. Fine. It did fine at her house.
Saved fine.
Like I played it at her house when I first got it.
Yeah.
Brought it to my house. Got it up to level 8%. Brought it to her house,
Mhm.
and that's where it hit me.
Really.
And then I went to her house. I played it. Got like 3 missions ahead of where I was.
Okay.
Brought it back to my house. Same exact position it was in when I left Griffin's house. But then like then the other day I was playing it. Took it out, put in some Halo to play with a buddy of mine,
Yeah.
put it back in. It was back to where it was when I left Griffin's house.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You know, you should try logging out and logging back in just to kind of reset.
Yeah, that's what I've tried that. I think it might have to do with me going to Mother Base, because when I quit, I go to Mother Base for some reason, just out
That's
of
weird.
habit. So I think that might be it, because when I left Griffin's house, like I didn't really like have time to like go like, okay, I'm gonna go to Mother Base, so
I gotcha.
I'm gonna try not quitting in Mother Base.
It's a good idea. Well, even that's it. That's all you've been playing this week.
Except for a little bit of Halo. I played my very first Spartan Ops this week. I've had Halo for the longest time, and I just played Spartan Ops because
It's part of Halo 4, right?
Yeah,
I see. Okay.
I finally got a second controller for my Xbox. So
Finally. It took you long enough.
I know, right? I was gonna wait for the GameStop exclusive one because I want that one, but
Yeah.
I figured I had some friends coming over, and I was like, I'm just gonna go get one real quick. No
I
big deal.
gotcha. Yeah, I played a little bit of Gary's Mod today, actually.
How'd that go?
Because I haven't been able to play that in years because I haven't been able to update it, and it's still fun. Still fun. Well, I spawned a bunch of a bunch of human people from like Half-Life, and then I spawned a bunch of city police who only have like melee weapons, and so the human people just like unloaded machine guns into them. So I just kept spawning police, and it was like a wave of like just being slaughtered. It was hilarious.
That's horrible, Mike.
It was pretty funny.
You're a terrible person.
Kind of sadistic. Anyway, so yeah, but I just played a bunch of Witcher, and hopefully next week I can come back and talk about Metal Gear.
Yep, let's hope for it.
Because dude, those parachutes, every time I see that happen, I laugh out loud.
I just need to find out how to poo on somebody's face. Oh wait, real quick. I don't think I talked about this last week. So in Metal Gear,
okay,
you can, because I found this out last week, but in Metal Gear, you can actually, like, when you hear a radio playing, like, say you like the song that's playing on the radio, you can actually take that song, like, you can take the cassette tape out of most radios.
Yeah.
Maybe not most, but most ones that are playing louder music.
like collect them.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because that's the way you listen to music and stuff, and like your briefings and stuff is on a not a mixtape. That's fire.
8-bit track.
On a cassette tape.
Yeah.
And so, there's this one mixtape you can not mixtape, cassette tape that you can find called like Irritable Bowels or something like that, and it is just some dude for like 30 seconds just letting them rip, just straight farts for 30 seconds or something like that.
I need to get this game.
And you can, your iDroid, which is kind of like the equivalent to a Pip-Boy in, Fallout.
Yeah, okay.
You, use that you can upgrade that and put a speaker on it to where it plays outwardly. Because also apparently an MP3 player.
Alright, I like that.
Or a Walkman.
Multi-purpose.
Walkman for those of you who are old enough to know what that is.
Yeah.
And, you can play out loud music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if you hide in a bathroom, people might come in there to use the bathroom and they might find you.
Oh, really?
But if you play that one, nobody's going to enter the bathroom.
Oh.
Because nobody wants to go in that bathroom.
That's really clever of the
I know,
developers.
right?
That's really awesome.
Yeah. I thought that was a really fun tidbit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been a rather long episode. Well, it feels like it. We're about 53 minutes, so
That's not bad at all. That's our average.
Yeah, it's about average. So it was a long news segment today.
Yeah, it really was, but not much about what we're playing because it's been such a busy week.
School's starting to kick into gear, I guess.
I'm a humanities major. It doesn't have but one gear.
Yeah. All right. Well, you can follow me on Twitters, on the Twitzers, at Blue Cows with a Z. Taft doesn't have any social media.
Wait, Mike, real quick. I? But no, I don't. But I'm feeling, since we got so many people to download it on iTunes and Stitcher and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I might need to get one now.
All right. Well, you know what? We'll mention it next episode.
We'll do it next episode.
I recommend Twitter. It's fun.
I will get one.
Twitter is better than Facebook. Greater than Facebook.
Agreed. Because I hate Facebook.
So yeah, you can. All right, some hate there, Taft. All right.
I'm not a huge social media
And
fan.
that's 1-star reviews from our Facebook users.
Love Facebook.
Yeah. You can contact the show at collegegamersshow@gmail.com. All one word, lowercase. And yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for listening.
Yes, thank y'all. All right, we're going to catch y'all next time, and I hope everyone's games go gamingly awesome.
Stay classy.
Game words. Later. Blue Cow Radio.